Four Florida Gators have made the SEC All Freshman honors for the 2024 season. We're going to talk about it right here. I'm going to try to make this video too quick. Excuse me, not to make this video too long. Before Florida Gators were named to the SEC All Freshman team, that was star running back Jaden Ball, long snapper Gannon Burt, linebacker Miles Graham, and offensive lineman Bryce Lovett. The four honorees marks the second time the Gators have had as many all-freshman selections since 2012, and the second time that was actually last year with Kelby Collins, Eugene Wilson III, Jordan Castell, and TJ Searcy. Jaden Ball, running back, has played in all of 12 of the Gators contests thus far, making 3 starts. He amassed 603 yards on 119 carries, which is a little bit over 5 yards a carry, scoring 7 touchdowns, and he is ranked 17th in the SEC in rushing yards and 4th among freshmen. His signature performance came against Kentucky on October 19th as he scored 5 touchdowns and tallied 106 yards, powering the Gators to a dominant win 48-20 over the Wildcats. He also broke free against LSU on November 16th, scoring a 55-yard touchdown to finish off the Tigers in the swamp with time dwindling in the fourth quarter, and that was the win that catapulted Florida's 3-game stretch where they ended the regular season with dominant victories. Gannon Burt, the long snapper, appeared in 2 contests this year, filling in for Manley Award finalist in all SEC second team selection Rocco Underwood. Miles Graham, who's a freshman linebacker, son of former Florida Gator Ernest Graham, played in all 12 contests for the Gators this season, making appearances in both the defensive and special team rotations for the Orange and Blue. Finished the year with 28 total tackles, 2 for loss, 1 sack. He should have had 2 sacks but he had one taken away from him in Florida State because the officials ruled that the quarterback got rid of the ball before he was down. But if you slow down the play, you can see that his shin, if not his knee, at the very least his shin was down before he got rid of the ball. I don't know why Billy Napier just didn't challenge them on that. I mean, I know you can't challenge college football, but you could at least call the timeout and make them review it. Making 18 of his tackles in the final 4 games of the year, and Bryce Lovett appeared in all 12 games for the Florida Gators this year. This was mainly because Damian George and Kanaja Harris are kind of in and out of the lineup with injuries. He didn't start any of those games, but he came in just to give those guys a break. And for the most part, he kind of held up his own. He was the backup. He was the backup right guard, mostly behind Damian George. So congratulations to all 4 of these gentlemen for making the SEC All Freshman team this year. You know, I know some people were arguing, Lenore Sellers for South Carolina should not have gotten in over DJ Lagway. Technically, redshirt freshman does count as a freshman, and if they're allowing that, then by rule, Lenore Sellers is eligible. And Lenore Sellers, while I am a fan of DJ Lagway, did outperform DJ, being the fact that he played the entire season, wasn't hurt, and carried South Carolina to a 9-3 team. And South Carolina was actually a playoff bubble team. You could have argued maybe there was a chance for South Carolina to get in as a playoff spot had they would have gotten one of those 2 close games against LSU and Alabama that they lost. But anyways, I do understand why some people say that DJ Lagway should have been in, but I think Lenore Sellers earned that with the way he played this season. So you could have made that argument, certainly made the argument that DJ Lagway could have gotten in, and I don't think a lot of people would even disagree with that. But back to this list here, Jaden Ball, I think there's no surprise that he made SEC All-Freshman. I think you kind of figured that with the way he played throughout this season. So it was probably the least surprising player on this list by far. I did not think Bryce Lovett was going to get on here, and I mean, long snappers don't get a lot of attention, so Gannon Burt, if they say so, then fine. Miles Graham, interesting, kind of got some reps in towards more reps in towards late of the season, rotational wise, but you kind of see the flashes that he made as a football player. He's gonna be heading into next year with an even deeper linebacker room, provided Shamar James and Pup Howard choose to return and not enter the transfer portal, or in Shamar James' case, go to the NFL draft because he is a true junior. But you're going to have those guys back. You're going to have Aaron Childs heading into the second year, and you're going to have some more linebackers coming in probably through the transfer portal, and with a couple of linebackers in the recruiting class headlined by Ty Jackson, the USC flip commit. And if you go back to my video, I did a video back in, I believe it was February. It was like way earlier in this calendar year. I said that there were going to be that 5 freshmen had the potential to make the biggest impact on the team. I said L.J. McCray for obvious reasons, and Tank Hawkins, and Jameer Grimsley, and then I also said Miles Graham at number 2, and then I had a running back number 1, but it was Kanan Daniels, not Jaden Ball. So I was in the ballpark with having a running back being the most impactful freshman on the team. I just had the wrong man in the batter box. It was Kanan Daniels instead of Jaden Ball, but it turned out it was Jaden Ball after all. No rhyme intended, but you get what I'm saying here is that I had a feeling a running back was going to be the most impactful freshman on the team, but the way Billy Napier rotates running backs, and with Trevor Etienne leaving a big hole at the running back. Well, maybe not a hole in the running back position, but I'm saying like he's going to leave a lot of snaps in for those guys with his departure. And Miles Graham, I did say, was a guy that you could look at to have a big impact from the freshman class this year. And I will be doing that video again because I had a lot of fun doing it last time. And considering that I got one of these guys on here and I had the position right, I just had the wrong player. So I'm going to be doing that again. I'm going to take some time to really see. I want to wait until like after the transfer portals have closed, after Florida has a chance to enroll whatever freshmen that are coming in at the moment. Just give it a little bit more time, wait for any more developments to come out, and if Billy Napier is going to hire an offensive coordinator. So I will be doing that video again, but I want to give it some time before I do so. So that's really about it. Congratulations to all 4 of these gentlemen for their hard work in making it to the SEC All-Freshman team. And I think it's safe to say Jaden Ball is the starting running back next year for the Orange and Blue.